So the past, present and future walked into a bar. It was tense. Yeah, that was bad. That was bad.
Perfect.
Hello there broskies, Erkin back here with another Air Max 1. I just can't get enough. But this one is very early. On today's episode, we are reviewing the Nike Air Max 1 Kasina. So the Air Max 1 is turned 35 this year, and we've had so many bangers to it already. And there's still some months left of the year, but if it sort of stopped now, I still wouldn't be complaining. We've had tons of heat to the Air Max 1, and the one that sort of does stand out is of course the Concepts pack. And you know what? I'm going to be bold in more ways than one. This might just be better than those. Of course it's all subjective, but we'll get into reasons why I think that in a little bit. But first things first, Kasina is one of those skate shops, sort of boutique style shops out in Korea. Sort of like a bodega style shop. And shout out sneaker Ajeossi, he got both colorways to this pack and his video did help out this one. And what he does mention in the video is what this sneaker has mostly on it. So on the likes of the insole, the heel counter and the outsole too. And that is the one-eyed duck, which is meant to symbolize two people coming together and they sort of give them as a wedding gift. And they do come in pairs, which is a nice gift to have for a wedding present. Now Kasina is smart because they're marketing this as made to be together. So it does make you think, I can't miss out on one colorway if I've got this one, you know? Now with that little history lesson out of the way, I know I've got these early and this was all by surprise. These are due for a June 30th release here in the UK, and I think America and obviously Korea got these early. And I only got these because I left a bid on StockX and fully forgot about it. And with all the notifications that I got, I thought it was for another pair that I bought recently. So when it did turn up on my doorstep, I was like, bruh, are these mine? But then I checked my bank balance and they were definitely mine. Altogether after taxes, fees and that sort of thing, it came to about $230 and it is a little bit high, don't get me wrong, but it could have always been worse. Now these are meant to be releasing at £145 here in the UK, but there are some retailers that might get a little bit cheekier, so let's just wait and see. I am going to try and go for that other colorway because that is just fire. I think they're sitting at resale on StockX for a little bit cheaper than this pair, but I wanted to go for this grey and blue colorway just because I don't really have this sort of colour in my collection. Now, of course, this being a Nike collaboration and all, we did have to get that special box. And this one, I've got to say, is pretty cool. It comes in that sort of May style look to the box in white mostly, with outlines of black and of course branding with the Nike swoosh and Kasina as well. It's sort of got Nike glossed over, but it's very hard to see unless you're really paying attention to it. Now the actual product sticker does read, Nike Air Max 1 Special Project, and the official colorway is particle grey, dark teal green. Now looking inside the box though, this does come with this sort of keychain one-eyed duck. And it also comes in the same colorway as the sneaker. And just on the back, it has that Nike and Kasina branding. Now the tissue paper is sort of different, but it's nothing too special. It comes in that dark blue and dark red. Now if you are going for a pair, of course, you're going to be thinking about the sizing. And for me, these fit a little bit different. Now normally with the Air Max 1, I do go true to size. But there's every so often that a collaboration sneaker is a little bit different in terms of the sizing. And that's mainly due to the materials actually used. And I've got to say, this one is slightly the same here. Even though I went true to size, it does have that more roomier feel. Now the concepts were on the same sort of level, but it weren't as bad as this. There is a lot more room in this sneaker than I would have wanted, but it's still actually wearable. So if they don't have your size, going half a size down wouldn't be the worst thing. But short story long, if I had to do it all again, I still would have went true to size. Now I know a lot of you didn't even come here to hear me waffle, so let's just get on with the next bit. It's time to take an up close and personal look at this beauty. Now unlike the concepts, QC aside, this is meant to be symmetrical to one another. Now starting off with the mudguard, it is in that furry type suede. And it's definitely got that premium type feel. Now we have that mini Nike swoosh on top of this light grey panel with that flower just towards the end. Now the mid panels sort of come in this pony type hair. And the Nike swoosh on the lateral side is in this sort of creamy type leather. And then on the medial, we have it in that teal. It is nice though, it has that tumbled leather look. Now speaking of leather, we have it on the toe box here, and I'm so glad they went for this teal colour. It just gives it a nice contrast. Now, even though this sneaker technically is meant to be symmetrical to the other, there is the odd accent that does change. So on the left shoe, for example, at the bottom where the lacing is, we have that Nike swoosh. But on the right shoe, we do have Kasina. Now the lacing here is pretty cool, and just like the best Kit Kat, this is on the chunkier side. My pair didn't even come with extra laces, and I don't know if that's a StockX thing or an actual release thing, but it would have been nice to see different laces with the shoe. But you know, spilt milk and all that. Now the tongue in itself is in this dark grey tumbled leather style, and on the tongue tab, we do have Kasina in Korean. Now the sock liner does give me Air Max 90 bacon vibes, just because we have that smooth leather finish. Now the insole is another panel that does change from the left and the right shoe. Although they both have the one-eyed ducks, the left one is different colour to the right. But on the left insole we have the Nike Air branding, and on the right we do have Kasina written. Now at the back of the heel counter we do have those one-eyed ducks there again, just on top of that leather panel. There's a nice mixture here though on the ankle collar with that furrier suede in that dark sort of grey, I'm gonna say. And then of course the mudguard sort of wraps around at the bottom. Now the midsole is of course in this creamy colour, and I'm glad they went for this instead of the standard whites. And we do have that classic Air Max 1 Air unit. Now the outsole is like the cherry on top. It does of course come in this icy blue finish. But just underneath the iconic waffle design, we do have the imprint of those one-eyed ducks again. And just like the insole as well, it does differ in terms of design. So broskies, what are we thinking? Is it swaying you to get a pair on June 30th, or even pay resale for these? Or just like next door's cat, you might still be on the fence, but this part of the video might just help you out. We are deciding together whether these are a buy or a buy. Now these do come in a pack, and I've got to say that other colorway has grown on me more so. But this colorway, I am still happy with it, and I'm glad I went for this over that one. But I am still going to go for the other pair just because you can't really leave one out, you know? And if I am comparing these to the Air Max 1 concepts, because they sort of set the bar this year. I feel like these do a lot better than those in certain things, but at the same time the concepts and all three of the pack does do more as well. For example, I don't know whether it's because of the materials on the upper, but I just found the concepts a lot more comfier. I feel like the materials on this pair though just has that extra premium feel compared to the concepts. And maybe because these are more on the roomier side compared to those, that I'm not really feeling it in terms of comfort. And it's nowhere near a deal breaker, so don't panic broskies, it's just something that I noticed. And some might argue that these pairs are a lot more wearable compared to the concepts. And I can sort of agree with that, but at the same time it just depends on how you pull them off. But if I could only pick one pair out of the concepts and the Kasina pack, I probably would still go for the heavy concepts. It's just something about those colours and how they put the panels together. I do love the Kasinas, but the heavy pair to the concepts pack has still set that bar. And for me, that's still the best sneaker to drop this year. But with all that said, this is defo a future classic. I literally can't wait for the drop to hopefully complete the pack because I'm more than happy with this pair. The quality is A1 and the colourway as well is right up my streets. And a little secret, but teal is actually my favourite colour. But anyways broskies, this is not a first date, you're not asking for my favourite colour. Of course, my final verdict is an absolute buy. But broskies, comment down below what you think about the Kasina pack to the Air Max 1. What's your favourite colourway out of the two? And will you be going for these on release? Leave it all down below and I will pin the best comments. Thank you broskies for stopping by, thank you for watching. I do hope you get lucky and grab that dub with these pairs. But if you do want to hit me up with any questions or anything else, then hit me up on Instagram. And of course, whilst you're here, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share. And of course, until the next episode, take care.